Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Luke Elvey. And Rich, we get into the final round, and really the rest of the field must feel like they're playing for second, because our featured player has been en fuego.
Yes, he's got the lead and needs to keep things steady heading into this final round. Should be a great day of golf ahead of us, Luke.
Second shot here on the first. Well, that's beautifully judged. This putt coming up is for birdie. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
He'll like the look good where he's standing on this leaderboard. Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole.
Par 5 that meanders from right to left. Just a bunker down the left-hand side you have to think about. Other than that, it's a pretty generous landing area. Second shot. Green sits above you just a little bit. 2 bunkers on the right-hand side. The bailout's going to be to the left, sitting below you. All in all, though, a very generous par 5.
Nicely done. This shot here from about 240 yards.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
Five feet coming up to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Ah, that's a shame. Comes up shy. And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. Here we are at the third.
Yes, water down the right-hand side will certainly come into play. Bunker front left and long left also could see some action. This is a beautiful, picturesque, but difficult par 3.
And here we are with the third shot.
Will it? Will it?
Just a short putt remaining here. And he'll move to 5 under after that. Oh, I love the strategy of a short par 4. Good luck here.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Well, this is what you call an underdog. But the PGA Tour, we've seen plenty of those underdogs get up and win. Do you think this player's got what it takes?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
Starting this one out on a pretty big line. So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And this one will be for bogey. Leading by 3 strokes now. And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
Luke, I believe the name of this hole is Diablo Feo. The ugly devil, because this thing is dastardly. It's ghastly. Bunkers down the right-hand side off the tee. Water all the way down the left-hand side, the entire length of the hole. I wish I knew exactly the best way to play this hole. I don't, but I do know that 5 is a pretty good score.
Par putt coming up here. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And as we check the standings, our leader is currently ahead by 4. And on the tee now of the 6th, which is a par 5.
Aim at that bunker in the middle of the fairway and either push or pull your tee shot because you don't want to be in it. From there, your second shot into a fairly flat, generous green, hourglass in shape. Not much to it, so good opportunity to make a par here, maybe even better.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. And just sneaks into the heavier grass there. Ooh, that almost went down. 13 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Not sure if that one came out of the centre of the putter. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Just a layup required with either a long iron, hybrid, fairway wood, anything to keep it out of that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You do want to challenge it, however, because you want as little club or distance into this green as possible. Island green with trouble everywhere.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
This putt is about 8 feet. Now that's a mistake. How do you leave that short? And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And with that hole behind us, our featured player is currently in first place with Tommy Fleetwood in second. Oh, that was mashed. Well, this is a touch of deja vu, isn't it? Taking this approach on from the same spot. This is one of those great ball striking displays, fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
That's just about 3 feet away. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Just waist area down to the right-hand side. Water in the distance. Driver not required here. Your approach shot to a generous green. Thinking birdie here all day long.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Oh, that one rushed straight past the hole. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Ooh. Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. Well, Rich, this is a great position to be in. Tied in top spot as we head into the back 9.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot, but some work to do, however. All these are bonuses. This putt's from about 18 feet.
This for a birdie.
That's disappointing. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He's currently tied for first. We've arrived at a par 4. That's a big drive.
And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
Oh, caught a flyer out of the rough here.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
Giving this one ample room out to the right.
Head of house. And this one is for his par. Sitting at 1 under after that hole. Here we are at the par 3 12th hole.
It's just another unbelievably beautiful hole on a golf course full of them. Just a couple of bunkers on the right-hand side you have to be mindful, but don't get sucked in the beauty of the ocean on the left-hand side, which is very difficult to do. Enjoy this hole. It is a beauty.
6 feet remaining to the cup. And a bit of frustration popping in there as the par putt just missed the hole. That was pretty straightforward. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
You would love to just sit up here and stripe it right at this green, but you should know better not to. Bail out to the left-hand side. Leave yourself with a pretty simple pitch and run to a tiny green. It's just surrounded by the most beautiful setting you could ever imagine.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And that puddle drop. Well done. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. This 14th hole is a par 3.
Everything about this golf course is beautiful, but it's got teeth everywhere you look. You can get sucked in by the beauty, but if you do, you're going to make a large number on this tiny par 3.
Well played, mate. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Outstanding shot. High quality. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Oh, almost an eagle. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And that's back-to-back birdies as we head down the stretch, Rich.
With just a small sliver of a lead, this could go any different direction down the stretch.
That one's heading down Broadway. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
Ooh. A par putt awaits. Just a short putt remaining here. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the 17th tee.
Only the long hitters will be able to carry that bunker waist area on the right-hand side. Players bailing it out to the left off the tee do have the opportunity to kind of hit a low little chasing shot into this green if they so desire, but it is a difficult second shot no matter how you look at it.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. This putt is from 14 feet. Now that's a mistake. How do you leave that short? And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. All right, Rich, you know the scenario. Final hole, tied for first. How's this one going to shake out?
Luke, I hope that chair's comfortable. I sense extra holes.
Going with the 5-wood. That was a bit of a miscue.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
It's pretty much set in stone. This is a must-make chip to force a playoff. As they say, Rich, cometh the man, cometh the moment. That was monumental.
How about that shot, Luke? You don't see that every day, much less on a final round. Great shot.
Well, how about that, Rich? We couldn't get this tournament won in regulation, so let's go to extra holes.
Oh, everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
Well, here we go, Rich. A sudden death playoff to decide this championship.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. I cannot wait.
Opting for the 5-wood. Well, there's still some work to be done here. The pressure of the playoff starting to show on this player. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it? It all comes down to this. Yes, you can feel the tension building. This playoff's going to another hole. And now on to the next hole of this playoff. That was wonderfully done. Well, what's your advice here, Rich, with the opponent so close to the hole?
Only look at the flagstick, look at nothing else. Hit your shot and hit it close.
Not a good time for an errant approach. Missing the green in a playoff puts pressure on the short game. This would be a great up and down from this spot. It all comes down to this. Make it, and the playoff continues. And the pressure builds. That forces this playoff to another hole. Going with the 5-wood. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. John, have you got a read on this one?
This one should go up the hill and to the right.
It all comes down to this. Make it, and the playoff continues. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Oh, that's got to hurt, Rich. So close, yet so far.
Yeah, it's never easy losing, Luke, especially when you gave it so much for so long, but loser on the third playoff hole, it happens.
Well, thank you, sports fans. Hope you enjoyed all the coverage of our playoff finale. And from myself and all the dedicated people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our first round coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. G'day mates, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. It's going to be a sensational week, and we can't wait to bring you all the action here at 2K Sports. I think he's caught that one quite nicely. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This putt, it's 41 feet out.
8 feet to the cup. That'll hurt the momentum. Well, that's not the most positive of starts. Getting underway over par.
Yeah, well, you're used to making bogeys a lot, Luke. This player is not. I think that there'll be birdies to come, no doubt about it.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Not a bad play, that one. Setting up here with a very long putt. And back to the play, shall we? There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
You know what they say, 100% of putts not hit hard enough won't go in. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Marigot Cove has a stunning collection of holes. The par 5 third is right up there with the very best of them.
This hole screams, keep me on the ground for as long as possible. Because once you get this thing on the ground, it is going to run forever, Luke. Driver off the tee box. Try and chase it down that hill as best you can. Second shot. Again, keep something low. Keep something on the ground. Let the contour of the fairway help take your golf ball towards the green. Get this thing as close as you can in 2, and just a little pitch shot to not much acreage up there. What a wonderful hole.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, but they're now ahead of their rival. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Quality shot, that one. This is his second shot. 1 stroke off the lead. How about this shot? Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. Currently at -1 following that hole. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Ooh, catching the downslope. This might chase out a little more.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. And back to the course with the live action. Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's a tough read, but it's got a little bit of left to right break on it.
It's disappointing. So close to a birdie. He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. The 6th is a par 4. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. That's disappointing. Putting for par. Yeah, just had a little bit too much speed on that putt. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Russell Henley leads the way as we move on to the next. The 7th hole at Marigot Cove is a shortish par 3, but there's work to be done.
Plateau on the left-hand side of this green that runs into a low area over on the right-hand side. When the pin's on the left, do not miss it long nor left. You're begging to make bogey, more than likely worse. Anything on the right-hand side, though, start licking your chops, my friend.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. This putt is for a share of 2nd. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, they say the par 5 8th at Marigot Cove is a gettable par 5, but gee, it's got to take a great tee shot.
It is, and it's going to take a brave second shot as well. A really cool feature. Again, you're trying to work this thing along the ground as best possible. Get your tee shot down the left-hand side, which opens up the angle for the second shot to a Redan-style green, moving from right to left around that bunker. Only the bravest, though, are going to go for it in 2. If you leave it just a little bit short, you should have a pretty basic, straightforward pitch shot. Easy to get it close.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Just 1 stroke off the lead. Sitting at 1 under the card in a share of 2nd spot. A chance to move into 1st place on the leaderboard. Back-to-back birdies for this player.
Back-to-back birdies, move in the right direction there, Luke.
And that's the right momentum. Back into top spot on the leaderboard. Par 4, 9th hole here. Oh, that ball's grown some legs. That thing's running. Oh, well done. Going with the 7. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Let's take a look at Roseng, shall we? 3 behind our leader.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
This looks to be a great golf shot. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Great shot. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3. Welcome to the par 5 11th hole.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That'll make par a lot easier to make from there. Ooh. And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Here we are in front of a par 3. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
That's inside the house of opportunity. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's a little tricky to see. It's not a straight putt. There is a bit of right-hand movement at the end.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Well, that was a big bounce forward. Must have hit the downslope. Well, that's a handy shot. Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. It's on a great line. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. He sits in first position. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This one's for birdie. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Oh, this is a player after my own heart. Going with the driver here. Oh, that looks like it caught the downslope there. That one's going to run a long way. His second shot here. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Not a good line.
He's done a nice job there.
Oh, good look at birdie here. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. As we now move to the next hole, he has a 4-shot advantage. Boy, oh boy, Rich, the 16th hole visually is an absolute beauty, but as a par 3, it's a beast.
Give me a layup number, please. I am not trying to find this green in regulation. I'm trying to lay it up and have a short little pitch shot for my second. Because if I take on this green and I miss it a little right, well, then I'm going to have a 60-yard pitch shot straight up the hill for my next shot. No, thank you. Give me a 4, and I'm happy to go on from there.
John, what's the line on this putt?
This one looks like it will be breaking to the left.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. The penultimate hole here at Marigot Cove really asks the question, where do you leave your tee shot?
Ideally, you want to challenge that bunker. You want to challenge the end of the fairway because you want as short of a second shot as possible into this minuscule green. Anything left shy of that bunker is going to leave a mid to long iron. No, thank you.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at a little over 130 to the pin.
Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The finishing hole at Marigot Cove, Rich, a very strong par 4. And what a round this has been.
Semi-blind tee shot, especially anything going out to the right-hand side. More fairway out there than you can see, but you better fly it a good distance. From there, downhill to a very inviting-looking green. However, with lots of runoff area, it can be quite deceitful.
Make this, and that'll be a par end of the round. And that'll be all she wrote. Well, there you have it, Rich. At the end of the opening round, he finds himself in first place.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back for the second round action of the Northern Shore Open. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's always delightful to have you with us. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Yes, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Was that a rush of blood? Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
Not a great start right there, but plenty of holes left in the round. Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Let's return to live play now. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt is breaking right to left.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
These par putts, they keep around going.
Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
Sometimes people say tee it high and let it fly. Not here. No way. No, sir. Tee this thing down low and chase it out there. Use the contour of the fairway to get the distance required to hopefully knock this thing on in 2. Second shot, aim out to the left. Again, keep this thing low on the ground and moving. Get it up there just shy of the green, a little pitch shot from there, and you find yourself a nice little birdie.
And he now moves to 5 under for the tournament. Not bad. Time for the second shot here at the 4th. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Big par saver coming up for this fella. He's currently in first place to par 4, the 5th hole. Good looking shot this. Oh, that was a big bounce forward. This one's got some legs on it. That's just inside the range. Putting for birdie here. So close. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Never up, never in. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Standing over his second shot. Currently leading by 3. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
An opportunity to make a par here. That one's come up short. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row. Never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
This one is right down the pipe. A birdie putt awaits. Oh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Currently at 3 under for the event. It's time to attack a short par 5.
There's another par 5 where height is not necessarily required to get it home in 2. Try and ease it down the right-hand side as best you can, and from there, You got a very unique shaped green that may not require or necessitate you going for it into a Redan style green, going from right to left, around a bunker, placed on the left-hand side of the green. This hole is outstanding.
And he's down there. You got a read?
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
This putt is from long distance. That's disappointing. "11 feet to the cup." A bogey putt awaits. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Hole number 9 is a par 4. Oh, I'm sure the player's thinking about bouncing back after that poor bogey at the previous hole. Oh my, that was launched. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip. Yep, well done. And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Here's Rose Zhang. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, be the right club today. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's so subtle, but it is going to go right.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Well, there's some great new stars in the women's game, but Rose Zhang's really one of the brightest out there. She stepped right up onto the big stage early in her career, but she just seems to be going to another level right now.
Well, it was astonishing coming right out of the amateur game and winning so quickly her first start on the LPGA Tour. And that just doesn't happen. You know, who does that? I mean, a handful of players in the game have ever done that. And to watch her go out there and just kind of make that move seamlessly, that's only for world-class players, which is exactly what she is. I just can't wait to watch her progress and see exactly what her limit is, because right now I don't think she has one.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Going with the 5-iron here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
Starting this one to the left, and let's see if it comes back.
4 feet to the cup. Ooh. Putting for a bogey. And down it goes. As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Well, that'll work there. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is to make a deposit in the birdie account.
Well, the old hammer hands putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. The 14th is a par 5.
Oh, this one could run. Caught the downslope.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. He's got a two-stroke buffer. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. A few shots under par at the moment. How close was that to going down? This putt about 11 feet in distance. And he's down there. You got a read?
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
As we check the standings, our leader has a two-stroke advantage. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. Time for the second shot at the 15th. That's some good golf right there. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it. Gee, it's got some good speed about it. Oh, you beauty. He's currently sitting in first place. The 16th is a par 3.
Give me a layup number, please. I am not trying to find this green in regulation. I'm trying to lay it up and have a short little pitch shot for my second. Because if I take on this green and I miss it a little right, well, then I'm going to have a 60-yard pitch shot straight up the hill for my next shot. No, thank you. Give me a 4, and I'm happy to go on from there.
And that putt will end up short. Big putt for par coming up. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And as we look at the leaderboard, he now has a 3-shot advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Ideally, you'd like to challenge the end of this fairway as best possible and leave yourself as short a second shot as you can possibly get into this green that sits across the water from you. Anything left short of that fairway bunker is going to leave a long iron to a small target.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
Ooh. And this putt coming up for his par. Okay, let's head to the next. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4.
Semi-blind tee shot, especially anything going out to the right-hand side. More fairway out there than you can see, but you better fly it a good distance. From there, downhill to a very inviting-looking green. However, with lots of runoff area, it can be quite deceitful.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
11 feet left to the hole. And finishing up with a par here today. Then, Rich, I could see you on the edge of your seat all day. It really was one of those cliffhanger performances. This player has a slender lead.
Absolutely, Luke. You always want to have the biggest lead possible, but I got to say, one stroke is better than none.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for round 3 of the Northern Shore Open. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us once again. Rich, our featured player, leads this event, but not by much.
No, just have a small lead out there. It's a nice place to be out in the lead. But I'm telling you what, there's a lot of hungry players behind you trying to chase you down.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This putt's going to go uphill, break left to right.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. That'll affect the scorecard. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
Yeah, a bit of a rocky start, but let's face it, 17 holes left to play, Luke. There's lots of times to make up for that mistake.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
Oh, what about this start?
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
Wow, that was just striped.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
He's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is to get 2 back from the course.
So close. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently -5. He's standing over his 3rd shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Well, you like the look of those hands. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Awesome stuff.
2nd shot here on the 5th. And he's safely on the green. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure this one's moving to the left.
On a nice line.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And now 4 under for the tournament. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4. Wonderfully played. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Chosen the pitching wedge here. An opportunity for a birdie here. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. A little bit overzealous there. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Time for the 2nd shot at the 8th.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
John, what's going on out there?
Hello, Luke. I am down here with Rose Zhang as she gets set for her next shot here on the 18th.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Always nice to have a birdie putt. And that should secure the par on this one. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195. Straight at it.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. This is a par putt. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far, Rich.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Looking at a par 5 here. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Only one shot off the pace. Going with a 3-wood here. Setting this putt up from a mile away. This putt is of 9 feet. Oh, just missing the birdie there. That's got to hurt. 3 putting for par. Just one off the lead after that hole. You've arrived at the 12th, a par 3. Opting for the 5-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. But our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This should move pretty significantly left to right.
Oh. 7 feet to the cup. Not sure how that putt came up shy. And in it goes. Currently 1 under for the event. The 13th hole is a par 4. And tee shot looks pretty good. This is his second shot. Just 2 shots behind. Oh.
Hard to believe you could be that accurate from so far away.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
That's disappointing. A par putt on the table. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar results as yesterday.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Appears to have overcooked this one. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. He's currently in 2nd place on the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Lovely effort, that.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Sitting at -1. Tied for second place. Oh, a 14-footer. It's good to make a few of these per round. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
You don't need to be a scientist to know that 100% of putts not hit hard enough will not go in the hole. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Give me a layup number, please. I am not trying to find this green in regulation. I'm trying to lay it up and have a short little pitch shot for my second. Because if I take on this green and I miss it a little right, well, then I'm going to have a 60-yard pitch shot straight up the hill for my next shot. No, thank you. Give me a 4, and I'm happy to go on from there.
Our leader has built a 3-shot par for here as we head over to the next. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 17th. That was a beauty.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
So close. Putting for a par now. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Second shot here at the 18th. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. That should set up another chance.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This putt was about 8 feet. Ah, the birdie just slides by. And another round safely in the books. And at the conclusion of this round, he finishes in second.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Thanks for joining us. Our coverage of the final round of the Northern Shore Open begins now. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. As we begin today's coverage, we join our featured player who currently sits in second spot. Let's see if he can climb to the top of the leaderboard by the end of today's round. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Curling ever so gently right to left here.
Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He's currently in the second position. And now onto the par 3 second.
Well, as stunning as the views are, so is the difficulty of this par 3. A long par 3, not much green to work with there, but I'm telling you what, the beauty alone of this hole is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, that was a safe play. 14-footer. Just not enough gas. Par putt coming up here. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Stepping onto the tee now of the par 5 third hole.
This hole screams, keep me on the ground for as long as possible. Because once you get this thing on the ground, it is going to run forever, Luke. Driver off the tee box. Try and chase it down that hill as best you can. Second shot. Again, keep something low. Keep something on the ground. Let the contour of the fairway help take your golf ball towards the green. Get this thing as close as you can in 2, and just a little pitch shot to not much acreage up there. What a wonderful hole.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Sitting at -2 for the event. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Yeah, that one will play. He's setting up for his second shot. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
Do it. Come on. Come on.
Just a short putt remaining here. He's currently in second place here. Teeing off here at the 5th. Tee shot is looking good here.
This one caught a good little bounce off that downslope. Could chase out a little more.
Nicely done. Sitting at -3. And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. John, have you got a read on this one?
All right, this putt is going to go up the hill and to the left.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
This is for par.
A long par 4 this hole.
Don't you think of it. No, don't. Stay there.
And not a good result there. Second shot here on the 6th. Well, this one's looking really good from the rough. An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. Never up, never in, as they say, Rich. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And it's a one-stroke par for our leader over the field. As we move to the 7th, it's a par 3.
A little bit of a plateau green on the left-hand side, and then there's also a sharp runoff from the center of the green all the way down to the right-hand side. When it's on that plateau on the left-hand side, if you miss it left or you miss it long, you've got bogey or double bogey written all over it. When it's on the right-hand side, though, what a great opportunity to hit it in there close. Make yourself a deuce.
Ooh. Well, I don't mind this par putt. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
And that would have tied the lead for this player. Disappointed to say the least.
On the tee now, the par 5 8th hole.
There's another par 5 where height is not necessarily required to get it home in 2. Try and ease it down the right-hand side as best you can, and from there, You got a very unique shaped green that may not require or necessitate you going for it into a Redan-style green, going from right to left, around a bunker, placed on the left-hand side of the green. This hole is outstanding.
Opting for the 6-iron. That wasn't full of courage, that shot. Putting for eagle here. He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. And that's going to come up short. Just a simple tap in for par on this one. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. And he's setting this one up from almost the same spot as yesterday on this hole.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
And this one is for his par. And that puddle drop. Well done. And as we step on to the 10th tee, Rich, always good to look back at the 9 holes just played.
1 back, 9 to go, Luke. This is getting interesting.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. That one went by with a bit of speed, didn't it? In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
That seemed like the right play at the right time.
When you're 1 stroke back, you need something to happen, and he made it happen there, setting up an eagle.
This now for a share of the lead. No, he won't be happy with that. That's come up short. 2 great shots, but 3 bad putts. Currently at -3 for the event. Here we are at the par 3 12th hole. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
They're going to like the look of this one. That's in the circle of friendship. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Well, 13th. That's unlucky for some, Rich. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Playing from around 110 yards out. Just 1 stroke back in this tournament. Handy effort, that one. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Sitting now 3 under for the tournament. Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5. That should find the fairway.
It was looking good already, but after hitting the downslope, it's looking extra good.
A quality shot, that. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one looks like it will start straight and then move to the right.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Starting this one way out to the left. A bit long on that one. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Here we are at the par 5, 15th.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. This player is just bursting to break through into the winner's circle.
Couple of top fives so far this year, Luke, but hasn't gotten the W yet, but it's close.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
A chance to get 2 back on the course here. This one for eagle.
And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Give me a layup number, please. I am not trying to find this green in regulation. I'm trying to lay it up and have a short little pitch shot for my second. Because if I take on this green and I miss it a little right, well, then I'm going to have a 60-yard pitch shot straight up the hill for my next shot. No, thank you. Give me a 4, and I'm happy to go on from there.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Ideally, you want to challenge that bunker. You want to challenge the end of the fairway because you want as short of a second shot as possible into this minuscule green. Anything left shy of that bunker is going to leave a mid to long iron. No, thank you.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Ah, what a disappointment. Easy par, that. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Semi-blind tee shot, especially anything going out to the right-hand side. More fairway out there than you can see, but you better fly it a good distance. From there, downhill to a very inviting-looking green. However, with lots of runoff area, it can be quite deceitful.
Oh, what a shot by our leader. This putt to take home the title. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Looking like it's going right to left.
Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. That's disappointing. Don't sweat. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember the name. 1 PGA Tour start, 1 PGA Tour win.
Players never forget their first ever PGA Tour win, nor will this player. Great job.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.